We've just had an interview that came in of Antony Blinken, where he says that he believes that the end game, as far as the US is concerned, for Russia is to destabilize the political power over there and perhaps to overturn the government. Do you believe that that is the end game that the Russians are looking at now?
Yes, Nupur, what is apparently visible right now, the way they are trying to take over Kyiv, the way they have seized the vicinity areas, it's very apparent that they will try to topple the government and put in a government which will be pro-Russia. Remember, Vladimir Zelensky is pro-America, pro-West, and he has been, strongly arguing for Ukraine to become part of NATO. And that was the bone of contention that Russia always had, because Ukraine was a red line. And if Ukraine had been inducted in NATO, and if NATO had put in offensive weapon systems in Ukraine, it would have taken less than 5 minutes to reach Moscow, those missiles. So that was the whole bone of contention, because of which this conflict, unfortunate conflict and war invasion happened. What Russia was looking for, a guarantee that Ukraine will not be inducted in NATO. So this is the issue, and this is why I think, as has been the case with other areas also, if you look at, it is not that Russia is doing on its own for the first time. There are similar templates that America and the NATO has already done before as well. In case of Yugoslavia, in case of, say, Iraq, in case of Libya, there were governments, regimes which are pro towards West. They have been inducted and put in place after an invasion. Similar thing is happening here. War is always an unfortunate thing, but it seems that the prime objective right now is to take over Kyiv, dismantle the government, put in another government which will be pro-Russia. And we don't know. There is a possibility they might hold on to eastern Ukraine, eastern and southern Ukraine for the time being. Western Ukraine they will not get into. And this is going to go on. They have been emboldened even more because America has taken its hands off. NATO has very categorically said they will not get into Ukraine. Unfortunate thing, Nupur, is this: based on what assurance Ukraine was taking on Russia, based on what they were, were they not aware that they are not in a position to counter Russia in any way? Based on the assurances of NATO, they went ahead with a lot of things, with a lot of provocative statements also. Today, NATO has simply run away. All the statements of NATO, spokespersons or American president is that they would secure a NATO territory. Ukraine is not part of NATO. This means they will not protect NATO with their soldiers. They will neither give offensive weapon systems to Ukraine. So the president of Ukraine today actually was a very let down man when he said that Ukraine has been left alone to fight. It's only a matter of time before Kyiv will fall. There is no comparison between...
Pratikrit, as you're pointing out, just talking about the two armies that are there right now, Russia, of course, is the second biggest army in the world. It has all the weapons at its disposal, and it has shown that resolve for the moment. Pratikrit, thank you very much for joining us.